Welcome to Section 11, Lesson 6. We have learned 4 ways to solve a quadratic equation's square root, factoring, completing the square, and the quadratic formula. Today's lesson is about choosing the fastest method for a given equation instead of always reaching for the same tool. Step 1 in the decision tree is the equation already in the form x squared equals a constant or a binomial squared equals a constant. If yes, use the square root method. It is the quickest of the 4. Step 2 does the trinomial factor cleanly over the integers. Look for 2 numbers whose product is a c and whose sum is b. If they exist as small integers, factor and apply the zero product property. Step 3. When factoring fails, use the quadratic formula or complete the square. The formula is faster for most problems. Completing the square is preferred when you also need vertex form. The decision tree starts with shape recognition. Is the equation in square root form? That means the variable side is already a single squared expression equal to a constant. If yes, take the square root of both sides with plus or minus, and you are done in one move. The square root method is the fastest when applicable. If no, check whether the trinomial factors over the integers. Look for the integer pair p and q with pq equals a c and p plus q equals b. If they fit, factor and apply the zero product property. When neither shortcut applies, fall back to the quadratic formula. It always works. Completing the square also always works and is the right choice when you need the vertex form for graphing. Example 1. Solve x squared plus 6 plus 8 equals 0. Look at the shape. It is a standard trinomial with integer coefficients. First check, is it in square root form? No, there is a linear term. Move to step 2. Second check, does it factor over the integers? Find 2 numbers whose product is 8 and sum is 6. The pair 2 and 4 works. Factor and apply the zero product property. The factored form is x plus 2 times x plus 4 equals 0. The 2 solutions are x equals -2 and x equals -4. Factoring was the fastest path because the integer pair existed. Example 2. Solve 3x squared plus 7x plus 1 equals 0. The leading coefficient is 3 this time. Check the shape. Not in square root form. Try factoring next. AC method, a c equals 3, b equals 7. Find 2 integers with product 3 and sum 7. The integer pairs of 3 are 1 and 3, neither summing to 7. Factoring fails. Use the quadratic formula. X equals -7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 12, all divided by 6. 49 minus 12 is 37, irrational. The 2 solutions are -7 plus or minus the square root of 37 divided by 6, approximately -0.16 and -2.18. The formula handled what factoring could not. 3 takeaways for choosing a quadratic method. Always check for the square root shape first. If the equation is x squared equals a constant or a binomial squared equals a constant, take the square root with plus or minus. One step fastest of all 4. Try factoring next when integer coefficients are present. Look for the integer pair that fits a C product and B sum. If found, factoring is faster than the formula. If not found in seconds, switch methods. Default to the quadratic formula when shortcuts fail. Plug a BC into the formula. Always works, never gets stuck on factoring difficulty. Completing the square is reserved for problems where vertex form is also needed.